Now I'm starting to realize why they decided to extend the wires with the fuse box inside the car. Oh boy. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So today we're gonna run through all of the functions of the 5610 and what it can do for you. And yes, you just seen that I paired up my 5610 on my Toyota Supra, which has an OBD1 port. So that's another cool thing about it, that it's not just compatible with OBD2 ports, but with the right adaptation kit, you can most definitely convert it and put it into any OBD1 port. Another cool thing is that it will work with different makes and models like Honda, Fords, and Jeeps, etc. I will leave those links down below, but let's go ahead and get started. The number one thing that it does is that it can diagnose your codes. It will give you a numerical value, a title, and a description of what that code is and what's it affecting in your vehicle. If you're not too sure where your OBD2 port is located inside your vehicle, the main menu does have a DLC locator. When we click on that, we can put the year, make, and model of your vehicle. In this case, I am talking about a 2007 Acura RDX. And it'll show me that it's located underneath the steering panel on the left side of the vehicle. And just to confirm, there it is. And there's also a DTC library. So if you're not too sure of a code that popped up, or if you're trying to help a friend out figure out a code that popped up on their vehicle, this definitely has the library for that. So we're going to go on the OBD2 library, Acura RDX. Besides checking the main codes that would come either from your engine or your transmission, your powertrain, it can also check different codes from different parts of your vehicle. Typically, it'll only be the codes that the PCM is signaling off that will show up as the main DTCs on your preface for the 5610. But of course, they want you to check all your codes. So besides your engine and your transmission, it could also check your ABS system. It can also check your SRS system, like your airbags, your seat belts, and other safety components that are featured around your vehicle. It can also check the body's electrical system, like the windows, the power buttons, the switches, all throughout the entire vehicle. And of course, the system scan varies between the different make and models. So we're gonna go on the scanner, we're gonna show you how we get to the all system scan, and then we're gonna see what else pops up for the RDX. So we're at the main menu, but we wanna go to system status. And this is where we can go on all module scan. And then view all modules. Of course, if you need to scan it again, scan all modules. So for a 2007 Acura RDX, it will check 11 different systems throughout the vehicle. Not bad. Of the ones that I'm intrigued with, like the seat weight sensor. 4111 internal failure of the ODS unit. How interesting. Maybe now you're wondering, well, how can the scanner help me with repairs? Owning a scanner like this typically means you're either conducting maintenance work on your own car, some service checks, or you're working on other people's cars. So on the main menu, it will give you a very large selection of different service resets, service checks. You can even test out battery and alternators, which does help a lot, especially if you're working at a shop. So let's go ahead and check the service resets. It does offer the oil maintenance life reset, which maybe I should take care of that even before doing my maintenance check on my RDX. There we have it. And it is complete. Now I gotta do my oil change today. Do a battery reset, battery initialization, electronic parking brake reset, steering angle sensor calibration. Let's see what else it offers. TPMS relearn, throttle body relearn, ABS bleeding, DPF. So it offers about 33 different service resets and 2 service checks for the RDX, which it will check the temperature of the transmission's fluid, and it will tell me how much is the oil life remaining until I have to do the next oil change. It's also good to check if your car is ready for smog. With the IM monitor status, it can do just that. Besides everything that I have showed you about the 5610 and what it can do, there are 3 main things that make this handheld device super important for DIYers like myself and you. Number one is live data, because that function has helped me throughout diagnosing the issues that I'm trying to fix on my car. Because sometimes when a code pops up, we can't just guess where that problem is coming from. We do have to follow through with an extensive diagnosing procedure, and from there we can kind of pinpoint exactly where that's coming from. But the live data will focus on certain features like the O2 sensors, fueling, vacuum leaks, and that's what helps me sometimes even find out exactly where the problem is coming from, and then that way I can fix my car. Now, I know you're wondering, well, that's a very common function that is, not only on the 5610, but on many other diagnostic scan tools. And here comes the second. They created an application called Repair Solutions 2, which allows you to save all the information from the car that you're working on or the car that you're driving, any car that you're diagnosing. You could transfer it onto the application. So let's say that you are running live data, then you can screen record. You could transfer all that information that you recorded then onto the application, and you could save it. That way it can also help you with diagnosing an issue. Let's say you need to work on your computer and you kind of need to figure it out, which that's what I do a lot of the times. Like if I'm figuring it out at home, then I'll go to my computer and I'll start doing a lot of extensive research, which is pretty cool. Besides that, it will even give you all of the back-end information that you should probably know about your car. If there's any recalls, if it was involved in any accidents, it will not only keep you in check with the maintenance that you have to do on your vehicle, but it will also give you peace of mind with knowing more about your car. And number three, the interchangeable language setting, because it really helps to be able to go from English to Spanish with a simple touch of a button. Porque yo sé que tengo mucha gente, suscriptores, seguidores que hablan en español y se sienten mucho más a gusto usar una herramienta de diagnóstico como esta, pero en español. I understand. Well, this is going to conclude our video for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Stay tuned for more, and I will leave the link for the 5610 down below. Take care. Stay blessed.